Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So, as promised, initial reaction to the PS Portal. As it's a couple of days now, so this isn't a review, this is just an initial reaction, what I think of it, and whether it met expectations. So, first things first, what is the PS Portal? So, the PS Portal is not a handheld in the sense that you cannot download games on it, you cannot put games on it. It is an accessory for your PS5, not more, not unless. The only games you can play on it are the ones that are on your PS5. Now, while you can't technically download games onto it, you can still go onto PlayStation Plus and download games from your portal, but they will only save to your PlayStation. So there's no offline playing with it. It's always got to be online. So a bit like Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, only it looks a lot better. Who is the PlayStation Portal for? Who is it aimed at? Well, it's aimed at me, people like me, people who only really, the majority of my gaming, 99.9% of it is on PS5. I'm not really a PC gamer, and there hasn't been nothing on only Xbox that I've really felt like playing. So the series has just been sitting there. So that's who the PS Portal is aimed at. People who only play PlayStation, or the vast majority of their gaming is done on PlayStation, and they just want to be able to take that with them wherever they go. And granted, you can just buy the backbone and download the PS app, and you can just do remote play that way. But I just don't like how the backbone feels in your hand. No, I don't like how I said that. I don't like how unfamiliar the backbone feels. I like the PS Portal because when you've got hold of it in your hand, you don't feel, well, I don't feel disconnected from my PlayStation. It feels familiar. I know where everything is. I know where everything. I know how everything works. Do you know what I mean? I just prefer the feel, because I've only ever played PlayStation really. Then again, before the series, whatever that is, I don't even know what series it is. Before I got the Xbox Series X or S, whatever it is, the digital one. The last time I had the Xbox was the 360. We're going back like, what, 15, 16 years, something like that now. Yeah. Been in this house, what, nearly 15 years. So yeah, it's about 15, 16 years. It's about 16 years ago. Yeah, that went off on a bit of a tangent there, didn't it? So yeah, that's who the PS Portal's aimed at. People who's the majority of the gaming's done on PlayStation, and they want to be able to take that somewhere else, and they want the familiarity of how the PS Portal's going to feel in their hand, because it is literally just a DualSense controller split down the middle with a little 8-inch 1080p screen put in the middle. And it does only run at 1080p, you won't get 4K on it. But all the footage that's shown on this side of me now was all recorded and edited on the PS Portal. So, might only be 1080p, but unless you're going into the micros of it and you only ever watch 4K, you are not going to be able to know the difference. It still looks as crisp recorded there as it did when I played this on my PS5 when I first got the Spider-Man 2. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to notice the difference. And while we're on about that, one tip that I've learned since getting it a couple of days ago is when you load your games up and you're on your portal, go into the game settings in the actual game, not PlayStation settings. Go into the game settings in your game and change your what's it called now? Change your settings from fidelity to performance, because you're not going to see the benefit of leaving it in fidelity. You're not going to see the benefit of trying to catch at a higher frame rate. It's just not going to make a difference on the portal because it only runs and records at 1080p. But like I say, unless you are an eagle-eyed person who's going to take a video and break it down frame by frame just to prove that it's not 4K, you're not going to notice. You really aren't. Yeah, so that's the first thing I learned, and the first tip I'm going to give you is when you load all your games up, put them in performance mode. Don't bother with any other mode, put it in performance mode. And you'll have a better... that, again, will cut the lag. Do you know what I mean? Not much lag, like, but it'll cut a bit of the lag. So, what's the PS portal like? What do I think of it? I love it. I think it's brilliant. Like I say, the 99.9% of my gaming is done on PS5. So for me to be able to have the DualSense controller and take it with me and be able to record and edit on the go is just... it fits me, fits my lifestyle, it fits everything I need to do. Could I do that with a backbone? Probably. Could I do that all on a Steam Deck? Probably. But then I've got to buy games for the Steam Deck, and then I've got to buy games for my PS5. It's just not worth it for me. So it makes more sense for me to have the PS Portal, because I don't have to buy no games for it. The only games I'm buying is the ones I want for the PS5 anyway, and then I can just play them on the go. And I've got the DualSense controller, I've got the ability to record, and it goes straight into my Share Factory. I've got the ability to edit it. The only thing I can't do is what I'm doing now, talking over me recordings. It's the only thing I can't do on it. So yeah, for people like me, if you're in a one-bedroom flat or a one-bedroom bedsit, whatever your situation may be, if you've only got one telly and your other half's wanting to watch the telly, or the kids are wanting to watch the telly, and you just think, stuff this, I want to put my headphones on and just play on my PlayStation, then it's for you. All you got to do, leave your PlayStation in sleep mode. When you're wanting to play and someone else is wanting to watch the telly, pull the HDMI cable out, wake your PlayStation up from your portal, throw your headphones on, and just crack on. That is the people who it's aimed at. People who are in that situation, or just people like me who only play PlayStation, and this just makes their gaming experience a bit better. Don't get me wrong, the portal has got its downsides. Some of them are done deliberately by Sony, just by being greedy arseholes, and some of them, God knows why they haven't done it. So what are the downsides to it? Right, let's get the first one out of the way. Sony being greedy arseholes. So there is no Bluetooth, so you cannot just whack your Bluetooth earbuds in, connect them to your portal, and game away. You can't do it. You've got to buy an what are they called, Bluetooth adapters. I've just tried one, it's not working, I've got to send it back. It's not even powering on. And the reason they've done that is because they were bringing the... Hold on a sec. What are you stuck on? It's stuck on my mic. There you go. They've brought the new ones of these out. The Elite ones, which are just the same, but they have a mic. So I won't be buying them. And they've brought out the earbuds as well, the PlayStation earbuds, which are the same price as the Portal. So for any sane person, buying the PlayStation earbuds is just a ridiculous concept, because that turns £200 accessory into a £400 accessory. It makes no sense. While you're in the house, you can still just use, if you've got the old Pulse headsets and you've still got your dongle, you can still use them. Just go into your settings, turn your headphones on, and then obviously pull the HDMI if someone else is watching the telly. If not, just turn the telly off, and then once you've booted your Portal up, go into the settings on there and just double check your headphones are still pinged on. Put your headphones on, turn them on, and your sound. Mine work in our house. Where my gaming setup is, it's a little bit awkward now, because I spent God knows how much getting the front living room and the back living room done, so we can move into the front one. But by the by, I'm in the back room now with the PlayStation, and no matter where I put the PlayStation in this back room, as soon as there's a little flicker of sun in that back garden, I can't play my PlayStation because the screen is just unseeable. It's like dead dark. And when the sun shines on it and you just can't see, doesn't matter where I put it. There's blackout blinds on the window, they don't do jack shit. Yeah, so my headphones obviously work in the back room because that's where my PlayStation is. They work in my front room, they work in all 3 bedrooms upstairs, they work in the bathroom. So if I really wanted to and it was really fucking stupid, I could get in the bath with my headphones on and play on my Portal. But it's not going to happen, I'm not that stupid. But they work in the upstairs toilet, they work in the downstairs toilet. So you can still use your old Pulse headsets, they still work. Obviously each house is going to be different, because if you've got beams above where your PlayStation is, it might affect how far the Bluetooth can go, so it might not work for you upstairs, but it does for me. You just have to try it. For while you're on the go, you've got one of 2 options, and for one of them you might not even have to spend any money. So if you've already got, pardon me, an old set of headphones with a 3.5mm jack on, your sound, plug them in, you're away. You don't need to go out and spend another £200 on an accessory so you can listen to it without being antisocial and making everyone else listen to it while you're out. Just get us anything, the old Apple wired headphones, earbuds, do you know what I mean? Plug it in, you're laughing. You don't need to go and spend another £200 or $200 on an accessory for an accessory. Do you know what I mean? Because you're probably not going to use them that much. So to spend another £200 on an accessory for an accessory is a little bit too much, in my opinion. But if you still want the whole Bluetooth feel, then you can get yourself a Bluetooth adapter and just pair your Bluetooth headphones to it. Everyone's got Bluetooth earbuds now, haven't they? So just go on Amazon, get yourself a Bluetooth adapter. I've just ordered one. I don't think it works. I've tried it before, and it's not even, doesn't even seem to be powering on. So I've just left it on charge. I'm gonna leave it on charge overnight. Check it again tomorrow. If it still doesn't work, it'll go back and I'll order a new one. Yeah, so that's your 2 options for gaming when you're out of your house, so everybody else hasn't got to listen to whatever game it is you're playing. Either use your ARL headphones off your phone that have got a 3.5mm jack on, or everyone's got Bluetooth earbuds now, or Bluetooth headset, do you know what I mean? Just get a Bluetooth adapter, click it on, pair, and you're sorted. Yeah. The other things that you can't do on the Portal, and I'm unsure as to why they've done it this way. Now, there's no web browser, so you'll know when you're out in the coffee shop or whatever, or if you're out shopping and the missus has just left you in the car and you've got your Portal with you and you're thinking of going on to the Sainsbury's or Tesco's Wi-Fi because you park close enough. Well, you can't, because there's no browser and you can't accept the terms. So it is Portal, but only if you can go somewhere where you know the Wi-Fi password, or use your hotspots. Now, the first clip that was playing when we started this video was, I can't even remember what it was now, but that was recorded on my PS Portal while I was out on my hotspots, no lag. Well, no, I don't know if there was any lag. There might have been a millisecond here or there, but there was not a major. There was not an effect on my gameplay. It never dropped out. Another thing they've stopped us doing that we can do on a PS5, but we for some strange reason can't do on our portal is you cannot access your media, so your Netflix, your Prime, whatever streaming services you've got on there, Disney, the WWE, whatever, you can't watch them on your portal. God knows why. You're literally screen sharing from your PlayStation to your portal, so it makes no sense to not give you access to your streaming services, what you've already got on there. Do you know what I mean? But that's things they could fix, they might fix, I don't know. I hope they do fix the web browser one, because that I can see putting a lot of people off if you haven't got the web browser, so you can just click onto any Wi-Fi, accept the terms and conditions, and away you go. Same with your streaming, I hope they fix that, so you can, instead of gaming, just click onto your Netflix, your Prime, your Disney Plus, your wrestling, whatever, and watch them. Because it's not exactly a small screen, do you know what I mean? I've got a fat head and it's wider than my head, do you know what I mean? So I could see that being quite handy to just have your Netflix, your Prime, your Disney Plus on there, so you can just watch them. Same again, if someone else is watching something on the telly in your house and you want to watch something, like for me it'd be the new series I started watching on, is it Disney? Tracker, with Justin Hartley in. Know what I mean? The kids can be watching whatever crap they're watching. I can just throw my headphones on and watch it on there, but I can't do that. But I hope they do fix that, and it probably wouldn't take a big amount of time or effort to fix it. Do you know what I mean? They've already blocked it, so all they've got to do is take the block off. It's not hard. So what is my initial reaction to Portal? Me, I'm loving it. This is a bit of me. Like I say, I am the main target audience for this. I only play PlayStation. So for me to have the feel of my PlayStation in my hand as a Portal device, even though it is just screening from my PS5, that makes no difference. It's got a decent screen, 1080p, and as long as you've got strong Wi-Fi, you're going to get 1080p every time. The only time you'll get looking a bit pixelated is when you're on like someone else's Wi-Fi that's not as strong as yours, or if your Wi-Fi is not strong. So yeah, I'm loving it. It is a proper bit of me, this. I like the familiarity of it in my hands. I don't know, you can buy the little fake DualSense pad with the bracket on that you put your phone in, or you can buy the backbone. It just doesn't give you the same feeling. This just feels like you're playing your PlayStation 5 from wherever you are. In the front room, upstairs, in your hands, in the car. Do you know what I mean? Sitting around waiting for your wife shopping. It's all good. That being said, it does have its downsides, as I've already gone over. The no Bluetooth thing, I think that's a bit of a shitty move. Purely so they can sell 2 new sets of headsets. And I can't see them selling that many of them. For the gamers who do YouTube, they've already got a mic set up. They've already got either their preferred headset, or they've already got the original Pulse ones. So I can't see them going out and spending another 170, 180 on the new Pulse, because it's got a mic. When they've already bought a mic, that's probably worth more than the headset. Same with the PlayStation earbuds. I can't see them being a big seller. it's more of a novelty. I mean, you've already paid £200 or $200 for an accessory for your PlayStation. Why are you going to go and pay £200 or $200 for an accessory for your accessory? It's just mind-boggling. It is just... It's beyond mind-boggling. It's just stupid. And I think it's a proper shitty thing they've done by not giving you the Bluetooth so you can just use your Bluetooth earbuds, what you've already got. Or your Pulse ones, do you know what I mean? I think that's just a proper shitty move. And they've done it purely so they can sell the new headsets. Which I get it, that's how business works, but come on. You're selling an accessory and you want people to pay the same amount as they've just paid for the fucking accessory. For an accessory for the accessory. Are you mad? It is absolutely just a jackass move. It's plain and simple. It is a proper knobhead move. So should you get yourself a Portal after that little rant? If you're like me and you only play PlayStation, or the vast majority of your gaming is done on a PlayStation 5, then yeah, get it. As long as you've got a strong Wi-Fi and an Ethernet cable plugged into your PS5, you're not going to regret it. Because you can play the PlayStation from wherever you want then. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, like I said, you could use the backbone, you could use that stupid thing with the pad, with the phone on the back of it, that'd just feel too heavy and I'd be scared my phone was going to fall out of it. Do you know what I mean? I just like the familiarity of it in my hand. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, you could get that with the one with the phone on top, but then you're going to always be thinking, oh, what if someone knocks my phone? Do you know what I mean? Don't have that problem with that. Get a case for it, you're even better. So, is my initial reaction positive or negative? I would say it's most definitely a positive one. I am having a little bit of lag issue, but that is purely because I've been putting off upgrading my router in the house to a proper dual band gaming one for about 2 years. So I've just ordered one. That's coming mid next week. And because where my PlayStation's situated, I haven't got the Ethernet cable plugged into the back. So from the same place I've ordered my game router from, I've ordered a power line extender or power line adapter, whatever they're called, I can't remember now. So that'll get plugged in the back room and I'll run an Ethernet cable from that to the PlayStation 5, so that should reduce it again, even more lag. I've seen people saying that pulling the HDMI cable or just turning your HDMI off on your PlayStation reduces lag. I can't say I've noticed the difference myself. Like I say, the only reason I could see for pulling the HDMI cable is if you're wanting to use your PlayStation and there's only one television in the house and your missus or the kids are wanting to watch the telly. That's the only reason I could see you pulling the HDMI. Other than that, I wouldn't bother. So there we go. There is my initial reaction. I'll come back in a couple of weeks with a proper review of it. Long-term review, a month review, 2 months. I might leave it a couple of months and do a 2-month review and see where we're at then, see if anything's been changed, anything's been fixed that I've brought up here, and see how the Bluetooth adapter works as well. Once I've sent that back and got another one. So there we have it. There is my initial reaction. This video is dragged on, I've just seen how long we're on, but there is my initial reaction to the PlayStation Portal. I personally love it. Whether you will or not, I don't know, but I would suggest trying it. If you can afford it, go for it. Anyway, on that note, I have got plenty of other things to be doing. I've been CJ, this is CJ Games, and I'll catch you in a bit.